What's going on, guys? This is the Investor Show. This is Prince Dice coming to you guys live all the way once again from Japan. Um, I'm going to be, as you guys can see in the description box, I'm going to be answering the question that I've been asked about ETRADE versus TD Ameritrade. It's been a question that's been asked over and over. I started making, I guess this reason why it's asked is I make so many ETRADE tutorials. And I also make a lot of, not a lot, but I recently started making TD Ameritrade tutorials starting the beginning of this year. So I made a couple last year too. So I'm just go ahead and give you guys that. And then after that, I'm going to roll into my emails. If you guys want to send an email and want me to answer the email here live on YouTube Live or on the podcast, however you may be getting this, before I jump into that, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, share button, all the other good stuff. But back to if you want to contact me, I have a new email address just for answering you guys' questions on this platform. It is Prince, PRINCE, at royalfinancials.com. I'm still not getting the hang of working this live all the way well, but I'm going to see can I drop it in the description box or whatnot. If the internet connection go off, I'll be back on and we'll try to fix it up. And if it gets too crappy, then I'll just record it and just upload it just like usual. But, you know, it seems like you guys kind of enjoy and like the live, so I keep them coming. But anyway, as always, I don't have a lot of time, and I definitely, you guys don't have a lot of time, so we're going to jump straight into it. I hope my microphone is not too loud and picking up because my headphones are not working for some reason. So anyway, ETRADE and TD Ameritrade, which they essentially are brokers, right? Back in the day, probably let's say in the 80s and 90s and probably early 2000s, before this big thing came along called the internet, what a broker does is it's just like a real estate broker. You have a real estate broker, you have a stock broker, you have all type of brokers out there. You have pretty much what a broker does is you have someone who's willing to sell something and you have someone who's willing to buy something. Who is the person that connects the two people? That's the job of a broker. For example, you have a forward stock that you hit the sell button on. When you hit the sell button on, let's say ETRADE, TD Ameritrade, Trade King, Robinhood, whatever the case you may do, that sends a message to someone on the floor in Wall Street to, hey, sell 10 of these stocks. They have to go off and find somebody who is willing to buy 10 stocks at the particular price you was willing to sell. Let's look at a house, right? Let's say if I want to sell my house for $100,000 and I have to go out, or not have to go out, but I need to find somebody who's willing to purchase my house for $100,000. The person that comes in the middle, who makes the deal happen, who finds the buyers and the sellers and all that good stuff, that's your broker. They're the broker of the deal, right? That's what a stockbroker is. So when this beautiful thing came along across the internet, as we usually do, we automate everything. And that's all that it's doing is you have several different platforms out there. Like the number one is probably ETRADE, to the best of my knowledge. Then you have TD Ameritrade. Then you have Scottrade. Then you have Trade King. Then you have some apps out there, Robinhood, and a ton of other ones that you can pretty much buy stock from. Okay, just had to check that message real quick. But anyway, so that's what they do. That's what a broker does. So with ETRADE, I like it, and it's the preferred one that I personally use. Now, the reason why I like it is because back when I very first started, I started with Scottrade, but I really didn't know what I was doing. And I went to ETRADE because I saw all the commercials and stuff like that. And I ended up liking the tools better. I like the tools. I like the analysis, the charts. Everything is kind of easy to navigate around. Never had any money issues with money coming in and out of the account. I've gotten used to it. It's a comfort zone. Now, the defining difference between a broker is how much it costs. How do brokers make their money? They make their money by you buying and you selling. That's why they want you to have money in the account. Because if you don't have a money in the account, they know you're not going to buy nothing. They know you're not going to sell nothing. So how they make their money is when you buy and sell. If you go to say, hey, I want to buy Ford stock, they're going to go out and find Ford stock at the price that you selected, and they're going to give them to you. And they're going to charge you $9.99, which ETRADE usually charges. Then when you go and say, hey, I want to sell Ford stock, they're going to be the person that's going to take it, get your price. They're going to find a buyer and put the money in your account. They're going to take another $9.99. So when money comes back and forth across the line, that's how brokers make money. Same thing with your online brokers like TD Ameritrade, ETRADE, and stuff like that. So one of the defining differences is how much it costs. TD Ameritrade, to the best of my knowledge, is probably around about like $7.99 or $8.99 per trade, right up there with ETRADE. Now, there are some free ones out there that I'm aware of, that I know of, like Robinhood. That's one of the first ones that come to mind. Robinhood, what they plan on making money, they got funded by this big venture capitalist company, and they're banking on, hey, if we can get millions of people to log on and get to buying and selling stocks, then I think their game plan is to sell to advertisers. You know, by advertising to the people that are using the platform, I think that's where they're going to probably try to move their money. But who knows? But that's one free app out there that I know of that's a free trading platform. Now, ETRADE and TD Ameritrade both of them do use have specials. Like if you bring in $1,000 when you open up the account, or you bring in $1,500, they give you your first 10 or 50 trades for free, or whatever the case may be. So with that being said, that's another way to purchase, not to purchase, but another defining difference of specials. Sometimes they run specials to give you certain things. So now back to the question at hand. I personally like ETRADE because I'm used to it. I kind of know how to move things around. But I have branched out and started using TD Ameritrade. Now, TD Ameritrade, the reason why I like TD Ameritrade when I branched off into it, let's be honest, before I go any further on TD Ameritrade, it's just like saying, hey, I want to be able to go out here and buy I need a computer to get onto the internet. It doesn't matter if you got an Apple. It doesn't matter if you got an HP. It doesn't matter if you got an Acer, Windows computer, whatever computer that's out there. You're going to get on the internet. When you guys log on, both of you guys are going to come to the exact same internet, right? So it doesn't matter what broker you go to. If you guys are going to go to buy stock, you're going to get the exact same stock. You're just going through different avenues. He has a laptop. You got a phone. You have a tablet or whatever. Guess what? You're going to get the exact same stock. You're going to get to the same thing. But how you get there could vary. Now, the thing I like about TD Ameritrade, one, I like their earnings calendar when you very first come on. When you come on to the earnings calendar, that's a very, very, very good piece, because now you can see when earnings are coming out, you can see when reports are coming out. That calendar is A1. So TD Ameritrade, if you hear this, that calendar is A1. That separates you from ETRADE. With ETRADE, you have to look up the particular stock. Then you have to go to the earnings to see when their earnings are going to be reported. With TD Ameritrade, you got a calendar that's telling you every single day when someone is going to release earnings. So that's a very good feature that they have. Another thing that makes TD Ameritrade kill ETRADE is their platform called Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim is the professional trading platform that TD Ameritrade has. ETRADE has a professional trading platform called ETRADE Pro. The big difference is Thinkorswim is free. TD Ameritrade is like $9.99, like $30 a month or something like that. But if you make so many trades or you do so much business with them, they give it to you for free for 30 days. You know, they'll be like, hey, you qualify for ETRADE Pro for 30 days. Versus Thinkorswim is free. On top of that, Thinkorswim, you can paper trade. That's a huge advantage. What I mean by paper trade, let's say if you're a brand new person and you're like, well, I don't know about investing. I just got my tax refund, or I heard some great stuff going on, but I don't want to lose my money. So I want to practice. You can go into Thinkorswim and paper trade. Then you can go back and play back to see, like, whoa, if I had invested this, how would the market have reacted to what I have? That's an extremely powerful tool. Thinkorswim is a monster. So with that alone, ETRADE doesn't have anything to compete with it. They have ETRADE Pro, which is close to it, but you can't beat free. TD Ameritrade got it for free. So with that being said, to answer your question, ETRADE versus TD Ameritrade, if you can't tell by my tone, TD Ameritrade for a brand new person, because you can start an account, you can trade some money, you can get Thinkorswim, use Thinkorswim just for paper trading, looking at stock selections and all that stuff to train yourself up before you jump into the actual market. A platform that ETRADE doesn't have, that I know of. And also, if you wanted to use Thinkorswim, you can use it as well as being a TD Ameritrade person. So me, hands down, I will go with TD Ameritrade. You know, just for that fact. That calendar is a monster. They do the exact same thing, and that's pretty good. Now, this part here, I'm going to jump into my emails and answer my emails. Again, if you guys want to email me at askprince, Prince, at royalfinancials.com. I know before I was doing info at Royal Financials or Prince, and I get so many emails that it's kind of hard for me to filter through from what people are asking versus other things pertaining to business and stuff like that. So I kind of get lost with it. So this is a way, it has one particular email to where I can reply and talk to you guys everything out of one particular email. All right, cool. So if you write me an email and you don't want me to say your name live on air, then say, hey, don't say my name. You know, other than that, I'm going to assume that you don't mind me saying your name. All right, let's go to the first question here. Let me pull it up. I had it pulled up, but it didn't say his name, so I definitely want to. Okay, Adrian Gonzalez. Adrian Gonzalez writes, "Hi, I have recently watched your videos, which are awesome, as they introduced me to new content that I did not know. In addition, it cleared up a lot of things that I was confused about. I'm currently 17 years old. Man, you starting early. 17 years old. I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. So you're way ahead of the game. I'm currently 17 years old, and I'm waiting for ETRADE to approve my custodian account. A custodian account is if you're under the age of 18, you have to have an adult to represent you. So, you know, I'm guessing that your mom, uncle, or whatnot approve your account, but you're just waiting for it to get approved. So, okay, so that's what a custodian account is. If you want to open up an account for a minor, your child, your 5-year-old, 10-year-old, anybody up under 18, and you're an adult or you're an uncle or something like that, you can open up them an account in their name, and you'll be in charge of the account because they are a minor. But you know, you can buy them things up under their name and social security number. All right, cool. Custodian account. I want to contact you in order to have a more clear understanding on options and penny stocks. It could be very appreciated if you clear these confusions out of my head. Okay, let's see what I can do. Here below is a list of things that I'm not very sure about. Thank you for making these videos. They're very helpful and very informative. Thank you, Adrian Gonzalez. I don't know where you're from, but I definitely appreciate you for tuning in. And let's see, can I help you with these questions below? Question number 1, how you physically pay the broker when short trading, as you explained in one of your videos, how to borrow on Ask the Broker for stocks. I'm still confused on how you pay. All right, what I was saying earlier, I'm glad I kind of brought this video up. I don't know, I've been noticing this. Yeah, for you guys that are asking, yeah, this is my Wesley Learns hoodie. I put the link somewhere. Last time I said I was going to put the link somewhere, somebody got all irate. I don't know why, you know, but it's cool. I put the link there, and if you want to check out and support the merchandise, then that'll be cool as well. But anyway, how's the broker paid? Let me just be honest with you. Broker's going to get paid up front. When you go to buy something, they're going to take their $9.99, their $10 up front. Then when you go to sales, so prime example, if you got $100 and each share costs $10, you want to get 10 shares. We know 10 times 10 is 100, correct? And you go to buy it. The broker is not going to let you buy it because they're going to say, hey, whoa, you can't afford to pay me and buy these 10 stocks. You can buy 9 stocks and I can get my money. But anyway, when you go to buy something, they're going to get their money off top. When you sell something, they're going to get their money off the top. So you never have to worry about a broker getting paid. They're going to get their money on top. So when you go to borrow something and pay it back, they're going to get their transaction fee on top, whatever that transaction may be, depending on what broker you go to. All right? Because I think Scott Trade charges $7.99 the last time I checked. So I hope that answers that question. Question number 2, essentially, what are some tips to predict the stock will rise when doing options? As I'm a little bit scared to go and lose all of my money. Aren't we all? I don't want to lose my money either. That's why half the moves I don't make. But anyway, how you can predict the stock movement, right? Sometimes when things are going on in the economy, when you keep abreast of what's coming on, you have things called leading indicators and you have things called lagging indicators. Leading indicators are things that happen first before something comes along. Lagging indicators is after something has passed, you can tell what has already happened. Now, what does that mean is like things like earnings cause stocks to move. News cause stocks to move. When you get to learn a stock, you can look at the trading patterns, the overall market. If the overall market goes up 200-300 points, it's probably going to take your stock with it. And a lot of times when people see stocks make a large move to the upside, they know next it's probably going to come down some type of way. A good way is watching charts, studying charts, watching your stock and getting to know your stock better than you know anything else. If you're looking to see how it moves, earning reports sometimes cause stocks to move largely or to fall. Next up this week, we got Apple. And we have Apple on Tuesday, and we have Amazon on Thursday. So it's probably going to be a large move in those particular stocks. Which way? You take some studying. You probably have to go into a private class of showing you how I see which way a stock is going to go in particular. Because if I know all the ways a stock is going to go, then I'd be a billionaire. But evidently I don't. So anyway, those are ways. Looking at news. News cause stocks to move. Earnings reports cause stock to move. The overall market causes stock to move. Doesn't matter how well your stock is doing. If the overall market starts to tank, so will your stock. So those are some ways to look it up. And you know, okay, when are earnings going to happen? When is this going to come up? That's what I was telling you about earlier about the TD Ameritrade of how it happens, knowing when the next earning report is going to come. Next, could you explain in detail the principle on when it's proper to buy and sell penny stock in terms of cost? Well, this is a kind of a hard question, Adrian. You're asking when is a good time to buy and sell. Now, I don't know what you're planning on doing. Are you planning on shorting these stocks, or are you planning on being long on them? Shorting means you plan on betting against them. Being long on them is when you plan on going forward. You plan on them going up, having a bull run, and you can make money either way on that. Now, my thing is for you, Adrian, to be honest, if you're coming in and you want to do particular penny stocks or whatnot, I would get into one of the I will find someone that I like. I've had a couple people here on my channel that have different programs and systems. I will first start with one of those systems if it was affordable. If you couldn't afford it, I would do some more research, find someone that you trust, and sign into one of their systems to kind of learn, get your feet wet, have some mentorship, and then I would branch off and do my own thing. Because sometimes being an amateur, you learn how I learned. I learned the brute force way, where I went in and lost a bunch of money just to try to figure out what was going on. And that's something you're probably going to go through, right? But a lot of that could be avoided if you have mentorship and people that kind of guide you along the way, right? So that would be one way. But it all depends. I can't say when is a good time to buy the stock and sell it. It all depends on what is your objective? Are you trying to go up from the upside, or are you trying to go against it? If I was going against the stock, a penny stock, I will wait till news came out. Like a lot of the marijuana stocks right now, you know, when you look at their raw financial reports, they're reporting nothing. They have nothing on the books. These companies are broke. These companies maybe have $5,000. If you haven't heard from a multi-million-dollar penny stock trader, he was just on here on my podcast, The Investor Show, and on the YouTube channel just a couple days ago. So when you see that, when you see a big jump for no reason, what the professionals do when they see a big jump for no reason, they like to get in and short the stock and wait for it to collapse, right? So sometimes stocks are like rubber bands. You just span that rubber band, but guess what? The rubber band always come back. So a lot of times when people see a stock jump up, they try to see why did that stock jump? And a lot of times, a lot of stocks jump just due to media. Everybody's emails getting pressed. A lot of amateurs jump in, and the pros go in. They look to undercut it, and the amateurs think it's going to go higher. Then when it collapses and it contracts, they go ahead and they walk away with the chicken, or whatever you want to call it. All right. So it all depends. Or if you're someone that knows that this big Donald Trump is getting ready to tweet about weed stocks, then you can buy it. And a lot of times, news pushes penny stocks just off the sheer news. Right. All right. When is the best time to trade penny stocks? You know, I think that question kind of tied in with I think I kind of answered that one with the last one a good bit. You know, Where can I get informed with the most recent news about stocks in order to predict the outcome? All right, my top 4 trades, not my top 4 trades, my top 4 apps: Market Watch, Seeking Alpha, CNN Money, and Bloomberg. Those are the top 4 apps that are on my phone, right? So when you have those apps on your phone, you can build wish lists. Let's say if you want to watch particular penny stocks or Walmart stocks or whatever the kind of stocks you want to trade or whatnot, you can build those in, and anytime news comes up on those particular stocks, it's going to come to your phone. So if I go in on Seeking Alpha, for example, Seeking, SEEKING Alpha. By the way, I'm not sponsored or paid by anybody to tell you about any brands, right? So it's just 100% raw honesty. And you guys may know something better. If you know something better, let me know. I don't know everything, so and you guys definitely keep me on my toes. But anyway, when you have, you can go into Bloomberg or Seeking Alpha, and whatever stocks you're looking for, you can go ahead and put them in your wish list. And when you got them in your wish list, you can go ahead and leave them there. And anytime information come up about those particular stocks, news come, earnings come, anything, a commentary that includes your stock is going to pop up and populate on your phone, so you can kind of keep abreast of what's going on. All right, hope that helps. Last questions. What are some stocks to look for in 2017? Man, it's like you guys be reading my mind. A couple people been asking me those questions. I'm getting ready to bring on a billion-dollar fund manager from Wall Street, 40-year billion-dollar fund manager from Wall Street to come in, and we want to discuss some of that here live for you guys. See, I may do video or I may get audio just for the podcast, but either way, I'm going to bring him in, and we're going to have a whole episode on the outlook for 2017, because Donald Trump is in office and he's a little different. He's a little hard to predict. He's not a politician. He's signed a lot of executive orders, and he has a lot of high hopes. People hope. So we don't know. So we're going to sit down and have a whole episode dedicated towards that. All right. So thank you, Adrian. Definitely appreciate it. I hope that answered your question. Thank you for following the channel. All right, let's get into the next question. All right, so this one is from Leo King. I think I answered his question on my last live, and he gave me feedback. He says, "Thanks, Prince, for the response video. You work fast. LOL." Sorry, it took me a little while to get back to you, Leo. Been kind of busy. Got a couple things going on. Since I can tell you guys, because you guys are real raw fans that really out there that support what I do. As you guys can see, this is my merchandise, Wesley Learns. I launched that, and I'm in the works of producing the second book within the book series, and a couple other things that's coming down the pipeline as well. So it's a lot of things that's kind of tied up into it. Teaching classes live, getting prepared for different classes, and the cartoons, the merchandise, all that good stuff. So it took me a little while to get back, to you. So I don't mind that you shout me out. There you go. You got it, Leo King. I got you in here. I have a small social media following, and I definitely would tell my people to subscribe to your channel. Definitely appreciate that. I definitely appreciate all you guys' support. I think we at 9,300 here on YouTube, which is pretty freaking amazing. I didn't know it was that many invested nerds in the world, but hey, that's pretty cool. Also, if you guys do check me out at Investor Genius on Instagram, Investor Genius on Instagram. For all you investing nerds out there, check out the Investor Genius on Instagram. Also, my regular Facebook page name is Prince Dykes. You got to write a message in there or something. I know I get a lot of friend requests, but if I don't know people, sometimes they be fake accounts and I don't know what's going on. So just send me a little personal message, and I know you follow me on my channel. I accept you, and we're cool like that. Royal Financial Investment Group. Check me out there. That's the overall hub of everything I do. Royal Financial Investment Group. Check out that. Also check out Wesley Learns page. Check me out on the Twitter, the Investor Spot. And I think that's about it. Snapchat, Prince Dykes. I do a little Snapchatting every now and then. So that's my Twitter. And you want to follow me on LinkedIn, Prince Dykes, my regular name. So cool. Definitely appreciate that. I only have one flaw about the video. That was my first question. Let's say that was my first question about the drip plan. Maybe I worded it wrong. I'm a beginner. I was asking, he said, I was asking, say I buy, for example, one Verizon stock with drip plan. Then next week I buy another Verizon share. Does drip apply to every share I buy with Verizon, or do I have to tell them to apply drip for every share I buy? You explain how drip works, but how does it spread over shares? Hope that was better wording. Appreciate your time and your very informative videos. Okay, so he's essentially saying, hey, if I buy Verizon stock, I enroll it into drip. Then 2 weeks later, I buy another Verizon stock. Do I have to go into enroll it into drip, or does it automatically enroll into drip? My thing is, no, it will not automatically roll into drip, to the best of my knowledge. Now, some brokers may be different, but what I would do if I was in your case, if you enroll, let's say if you bought a Ford stock and you enroll it into drip, go back and you buy another Ford share, go back and look and make sure you enroll it to drip as well. I know that sounds kind of crappy that you got to keep going over and over and over, and it may be something out there to would automatically enroll your shares in the drip, but to the best of my knowledge, it doesn't do that. I remember buying shares and I bought them again, and I had to enroll them into the drip program. Because every time you may buy a share, that may not be your objective. Every time you buy forward, you may not be worried about the drip program. You could just buy forward, maybe for a day trading position or something like that. So every time you buy, it doesn't automatically enroll you in. Go in and double check that, and check the box again and do it on ETRADE. I have a video here step by step to show you how to do it if you're not familiar with that. All right, Leo? Cool. Appreciate it. Next question. Jose. That's how you say it, right? Jose. Hey there, I was watching one of your videos. I want to get into stocks, but I don't know how to start. I turned 18 and I've been working for 6 months at Taco Bell, and it sucks. My first job when I was your age, my first job was Domino's Pizza, and it sucked too. But hey, I got pizza. So 6 months at Taco Bell, and it sucks. I'm going to college and I want to make some cash so I can pay off school and maybe make a better income in the future. Can you help me out? Please email me back. Thank you. So Jose, that's why I saw your email. That's why I brought in Timothy Sykes. Timothy Sykes was his parents started him off with like $12,000. Not everybody's going to get that. And, he turned it into millions of dollars. He was just on the show here last week. So definitely go check out his interview to listen to him. And if you're interested in some of his programs or whatnot, you can. My first question, Jose, is I didn't see here how much money you had, right? I don't know if you just had $5, $500, $5,000, $5 million. So I don't know how much capital you got. So that's a big question because it takes money to make money. So if you have money, you may want to look into possibly going into day trading, swing trading, or Forex trading. I'm going to get a Forex expert on here whenever I can, very elite Forex trader. But Forex trader is foreign exchange trading. A day trader is somebody who trades every day. A swing trader is someone who trades to swings the momentum of the market in a particular area. If you're someone who's looking to make capital to pay bills and stuff like that, that may be something you want to look into, or option trading. But Jose, my first question is, how much money do you have? You've been working for 6 months. Save up some money every day. Pay yourself first for investing on the side. You get your paycheck. I don't know what your bill situation is or whatever, but whatever you can put to the side, put it in the account. If it's $200 a paycheck and you get paid every week, put $200 to the side. If you do $200 every week for a month, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, $800, right? You do that for 6 months, that's what, 4,800? Am I right on that? Right? $4,800 if my math is correct. If it's not, then it's nighttime over here in Japan. I'm a little sleepy. But anyway, now you got $4,800 to sit into your account, and you could maybe possibly look and say, hey, you know what? Boom, I'm ready. I want to join a program. I want to see something. I want to jump into penny stocks. I want to jump into day trading. I want to learn. Along the way, what you're going to do is get a virtual trading account. I'm telling you guys, please, for all you beginners out there, write me. Get you in a virtual trading account, a fake paper account, so you can see how the market moves and feel. Don't learn it with your own money. Learn it on someone else's dime. I'm just telling you from my dumb decisions. All right, Jose. I hope that helped. Next question. That boy, Peyton, she comes at me. She just said, I'm still waiting on your YouTube in regards to ETRADE versus TD Ameritrade. Which one is best? First time stock investors, easy to use. And she was on. I made the video. There you go. You got it. You got it live, and I got your email. I'm answering right now. You got the video. I hope that helps you out. I said I will go with TD Ameritrade for the most part. I love Thinkorswim. Everything was kind of the same. ETRADE has some things that I kind of like a little bit better that run smooth. But overall, if I was a brand new person, I would have to go with TD Ameritrade. I'm not paid by any sponsor by anybody. But if you do, hit me up at Prince. I'm just joking. But anyway, yeah, that's what I would do. TD Ameritrade. That's why I made this video just for you, Miss Peyton. All right, cool, great. Glad I got that one. The next email came in from Skylarstorm Car. Hello, thanks for all your information you share online. Just wanted to let you know I really appreciate it and feel that your videos are very useful to new investors / entrepreneurs. He didn't have a question. He just wanted to say thanks. And thanks, and I definitely appreciate you too. I'm glad that these videos are helping you guys out tremendously, and I will keep them coming. Just to be honest, sometimes, this get tiring and whatnot, but the biggest thing that keeps me coming is these emails. So if you guys want to send me an email, ask Prince@royalfinancials.com. Ask Prince@royalfinancials.com. That's your way to get your questions answered live on air. If you don't want your name mentioned, put in the email. Don't mention my name, and I will not mention your name. All right. I definitely appreciate you guys. Let me try something out here, or whatnot. I'm still trying to figure out this whole live thing. Oh wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know that it gives you a link to let people know that you're live. Learn something new today. So I can actually put that on my Facebook page and let everybody know that I'm live. But I don't know how to chat with everybody back and forth on all that good stuff. But yeah, definitely I have some new things coming out. We're going to keep the podcast rolling, bringing you guys in some of the top and the most elite investors around the world. Our whole premise is that usually when people start trading, amateurs hang around amateurs, intermediate people hang around intermediate people, and the experts hang around the experts. And what I seek to do is to bring those experts down to the beginners, to the brand new person, right? And I'm not here to push and tell you to buy a particular person or to do anything with anybody. It's just to make it available to you things that are out there. So yeah, that should be it. All right, guys, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share, comment button, tell a friend, tell a group, tell everybody else. If you enjoyed the video, give me that thumbs up. If you hate the video, give me a thumbs down. Head over and check out and support some of the Wesley Learns book on Amazon. I'm going to put the link in the description box to get it from my link for Amazon. Check out some of the merchandise. Check out the app, all of the good stuff like that. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, all of the good stuff. AskPrince.com to get yourself answered live here on the podcast and YouTube channel. Till the next video, you guys already know to do. Peace, be safe. My name is Prince Dykes, and I'm out. Thanks.